I didn't like this about Remake either. And you probably did not even have to go through this. But the thing I disliked the most in Chapter 2 of Rebirth is the character Kyrie.
Kyrie doesn't work for free or cheap.
Do you remember Kyrie?
No.
Okay, so Kyrie has like the kind of black and gray long stockings and like the hat that's like a 2010 trendy hat on her head, and she's got long dark hair. She is in Remake, and I can't remember what she does. She does something annoying in Remake.
Oh, is she the one that stole that thing and then ran into the church?
Yes.
Yes, I know who that is.
That's
yes.
her. Okay.
She's a thief.
So Kyrie is in a side quest in Chapter 2. She is the worst.
You shouldn't underestimate an Undercity girl.
Like, I cannot stand her.
Oh, yeah. Even in Remake, I was like,
Yeah.
this individual in the real world would have had her throat slit and been left in a ditch somewhere.
Everybody would just beat her up. Like, I'd see her and I'd beat her
The
up.
fact that she got away with what she did, and then the fact that our party was like being nice to her, because what did they need from her? I don't know if it was
I
a
don't
key or
remember
a
what it
materia
was.
or
Something like
And
that
it was
she
like-
stole, and she's like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I did do that. Good times, good times.
Okay, so she's supposed to be an annoying character, so they're doing their job in a way. I cannot stand her voice acting, right? And I can't stand her personality. The music that accompanies her in Chapter 2 is by far the worst music in the chapter.
Great mercenary union.
Forget our deal already?
Come on, fellow merc.
Like, it's just garbage. Like, she was annoying in Remake, and she's annoying in Rebirth, right? And I know that that's kind of the point with her.
It's on
because,
purpose, yeah.
Yeah, like, Cloud is also annoyed with her, and he expresses that throughout the game, but she's like nails on a chalkboard to me more than she is to Cloud. Like, I cannot handle her. And I think, okay, when it comes to her voice acting, so I'm not going to blame the voice actor. I just think that they should have made her voice less of a cartoon. Like, okay, there's a couple different categories, voice actors, and there's some in between in Rebirth. And that's like the more realistic sounding, who just talk conversationally like a human, like Cloud.
And that's the last thing I remember.
Even Barrett is more realistic, even though he's like really intense.
No amount of guesswork will get us any closer to the truth.
He's not like a cartoon, right?
I mean, he's a military dude. Like, that's, yeah.
Yeah, so he's like an intense, but he still talks like a normal human.
Well, what's bothering me is all this Genova stuff.
If I had a friend like that, it wouldn't be totally weird. It'd be big, but it'd be not weird.
The news outlets are nothing but Shinra mouthpieces spewing propaganda.
But then there's this cartoony voice category where people talk in these like super weird voices that nobody talks like that.
Holy mother of scrap metal.
I know what you're saying. It's like this stereotypical anime, high-pitched girl. Yes.
And that's why I tend to dislike the female casting more than the male casting, is because they tend to do this with a lot of the females in these Japanese voiced first and then English second games.
Yeah, so the females are doing that and the males are just grunting the whole time.
Right. But they're not grunting as much in this game.
That's true. That's true.
In Remake, there was so much grunting. They took it back a little bit in this, and I think they read the room and realized that they needed to remove it.
For sure. It's like half your cast sounds like they're on the toilet. Like, you need to fix,
Yeah.
you know, like, I get it. There's a little bit of like that nostalgic thing in there, but just tone it down a little.
Just tone it down. It's over the top.
Yeah.
But when it comes to Kyrie, so she has one of these cartoony type of voices. Now, if she had not had a cartoony voice, she would still have been annoying to me as intended, but not to the point where she actually like detracted from the quality of the game. Like, I cannot handle her. And I know that a cartoony voice is a style choice, and the actress doesn't suck in that regard, because it's clear that a cartoon is what she was instructed to emulate, you know, that kind of style. I just don't like that style. It's not my style. Like, instead of like a cartoony...
Wouldn't it be fun if we looked for them together?
Why don't you just like say something normal like, wouldn't it be fun if we looked for them together? Like, why does it have to be this like total weird cartoon? You can be annoying and still talk like a regular human. Anyway, there's a few cartoony characters. Yuffie is actually kind of cartoonish.
The one and only Yuffie!
She's growing on me because the voice actor is talented.
All right, Shinra. Time to pay.
She's just in the cartoon bucket, and the cartoon bucket and I don't always get along, right? Female Chadley is the same way.
Only a true hero could ever have defeated such a malevolent evil.
I tend to gravitate more toward like Cloud. I really like Big's style of acting, you know.
Tomorrow's a really big day for all of us.
It's just one of those things. It's a matter of preference for me, which is another reason why I hate when adults voice children characters because it seems so fake to me and it's totally distracting, takes me right out of the story.
I'm Sephiroth!
But yeah, so no offense to this actor here. She's doing her job. It's just not my style. And that's not her fault. That's the casting fault, the directing fault.
I mean, but there is a difference too over time. Like I know like I'm probably gonna get flamed for this, but like I don't like modern anime. I watched a little bit of it in the 80s when I was a little kid, and like we were literally getting like English dubbed imports from Japan.
Yeah.
They didn't have those kind of voices back then, at least from what I can remember. It came sometime after that. And I know exactly what you're talking about.
Just like that mousy,
yeah, it just doesn't
unrealistic voice. Nobody talks like that.
Yeah, I don't like it either, but I realize it's like
It's stylistic.
it's a trope thing, right?
Yeah.
Which is great, but like you
Yeah.
said, like tone it down a little bit.
It just doesn't work.
Yeah, that
for me.
character's super annoying. Even
Yeah.
in Remake, I was like, man.
I mean, they even made her music suck. Like, it was so...
There were several times when
And she shows up repeatedly.
I kept
Ugh.
trying to take the Buster Sword out and hit her with it.
Totally.
That's another thing that would be great, by the way, for the developers to do is like these annoying characters, put them in Chadley's simulator and let us take them down.
There you go. That's a great idea. I am in favor of that.
That would be awesome. But like, yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about. What do you call those people that like buy thrift store clothes and they'll wear like eyeglasses that don't even have like
Lenses in them.
and they'll wear like the weird clothes? Like, what are they called? Hipsters.
She's hipster. She's like somebody who would carry a Jack Skellington backpack if it wasn't copyright IP. Yeah.
She's like, what's that store? Is it Hot Topic or
Yeah, Hot Topic.
in Final Fantasy VII, right? Which again
Yeah.
is like whatever.
And she's obnoxious in Remake, too.
And she was telling the lies.
Yeah, she's the worst.
Oh God, yes.
So she's supposed to be annoying, and she's in this game too if you choose to meet her. If you just do streamlined main story, you'll see her.
Yeah, I wouldn't choose to meet her, but if I ran across her, okay, whatever.
But she's, yeah, anyway. But that's my list of things I didn't like about chapter 2. It's actually pretty mild, I think.